They gon' say the money changed me, but I'ma say they hated me. I watch them suckers back. But what I do, forgave them niggas. Making movies, I play the villain. Shaking, moving, making millions. Money calling, my line beeping. I had to tell them to I can pay the label back. Within a few weeks, nigga ran in a Paris. We never got the promise though. The president making drugs legal. That's what I'm for. You know, BS. These killers uncontrollable. The hip hop police want my mug shot with it. Plastic on the model. Pillows in the back and the rug so soft. Can't wear your shoes. I'm used to being some hollows. We got hand grenades shaped like Don Julio bottles.
What goes around, come back around. Go down. They shook, we back around again. What goes around, come back around. You know what's about to go down. Go down. My old head told me your life stand on business, never fresh if that's the rule. Cause your man that introduce you to the back door make you fool. The motto, never trust the soul, get money, stay on the move. Never speak too much, stay silent, chatty patties turn to fools. Nothing left that I need from hip hop, except for a check. I got x-ray, they scope you out, head to your neck. Read your thoughts and your brain flow, your chest where my aim goes. See right through your heart and pick the plan for what you came from. Go from broke to getting money, not from fake to being real. Some play smart, really be dummies, move like fools and end up killed. They want your spot till they realize what it takes to play your position. Once you a boss, you start to realize not too many can play your position. Nothing you say gon' make sense till it make dollars. Y'all hear you try and brag, but with the cash, money speaks louder. I got no heroes, no men that I call role models. I'm dolo in this cold life. My lotto I hit is no drama on my mama.
This is BTBTV, salute in the building, peace to my queen. Let's go. Real as Red TV, salute my G. I said it all. Chris John, Benny the Butcher. Chris John, BTBTV, the Prince of New Jersey, Benny the Butcher. Let's go.
Go down. They shook, we back around again. What goes around, come back around again. Chris John, Benny the Butcher, BTBTV. We run these streets, man. We bully the bullies. No run, no retreat. Let's get them, born. Yeah.
Let's get them.
Yeah, I'm in no gang, no gang, no gang, no gang, no gang like ooh. What's all this commotion? Grown man got like females, ooh. Making moves, ain't gon' lose. Mama ain't raised no fool. I'm my own gang, do my own thing. I'm my own man, nah, I ain't you. Cuz just hit me on the line, say he up in the city, said nigga come through. He from Philadelphia, known as Philadelphia, they the fam that's new. I ain't got too much emotion to feel in for those try messing my mood. From a place with a beef on fire, Camden East Side, ain't nothing new. Remember nights when we used to do crime, we drop dimes on no one we knew. If we got caught, we did not rap, we'd rather lay flat before we ever told. Cause loyalty still mean a lot to me, even though places on earth is soon. Think politics and presidents is gonna save them. Man, I thank God I ain't nothing like you. Ooh, we just multiply, we don't die. We done seen war and survive, and we done got bored with the vibe. But gang on your tough, get right. We ain't trying to run, we outside. If you ain't king, don't dance, don't mind. Cause we do not recognize those who are faking. We militant, we don't play online. I'm in no gang, no gang, no gang, no gang, no gang like ooh. What's all this commotion? Grown man got like females, ooh. Making moves, ain't gon' lose. Mama ain't raised no fool. I'm my own gang, do my own thing. I'm my own man, nah, I ain't you. I do not kill them with bars, I get them with truth. But they call me frivolous, ooh. I do not beef on computer, I am no fool. No, I'm nothing like you. Every day I am on guard, but I cannot call who real or who faking my crew. I just know the back door isn't heavy, so I keep my eyes on everything that I see move. Some call it rude, but I call it militant vibe. We do not smile, refuse to go back and forth on computers, and we are too smart to act like we don't notice. Some notice the flow is like data get me to co-sign.
time for crack. Say come back and see him when album's completed, and I'm gonna make it your time. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm floating on cloud 9. We protected heavily, mama. Don't worry about me dying. God got me, I'm fine. Believe. Don't mind me. I'm floating on cloud 9. We protected heavily, mama. Don't worry about me dying. God got me, I'm fine. Believe. Yeah, I'm in no gang, no gang, no gang, no gang, no gang. Like ooh, what's all this commotion? Grown men got like females. Ooh, making moves, ain't gon' lose. My man raised no fool. I'm my own gang, do my own thing. I'm my own man, nah, I ain't you. Yeah, you know that gang, no gang, no gang, no gang. Cry. We don't cry, man. We never.
Here we go, yeah. Chris Charles, stand up. We in the building, yeah. Now come on there.
What up, y'all? You know who it is. Your boy JD Kiss, you know what I mean? Right now with Chris Charles. Shout out to Camden, New Jersey, all my niggas out there. Let's get right into it.
Yeah.
BTBTV.
We bully the bully.
Chris Charles, man. Yo, born, let's get him, man. Yeah, never off plan. Used to get busy with them guns in my hand. 4 or 5 or a black 9 with a grand in my pocket and beef cool as a fan. BTBTV, we are not playing. Y'all just talk, we back it up and down. Sideways, F what y'all saying. We Kyrie and Kanye. This a boss talk, so you clowns should just fly away. Yeah. Hop on the bridge, throw your frame off the highway. This not a game, this is business, this my way. Real talk, your opinion is nothing to us. We gon' stay on chill, long as y'all don't violate. But it's not fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you could be my friend or enemy, I don't care. And you better beware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. But we the best, I swear. We the best, I stay up in the mix. A project politics, my mood kinda sick. Name well known from the hood to the sticks. 100 on the highway, flying so fast, burn the gears when I shift. Some people kick dirt on your name, what shoes you gave them. Broke your back for them and they got the nerve to play you. Kick raps, door off, pushed and shoved my way through. Bum rush the kitchen, put my floor up on the menu. The jealousy be hitting up in jokes. That's why I stay serious like David Banner turned in the Hulk in pure form like the Pope. Haters get infrared beams with the scope, so run and get ghosts. We fight good, boxed in like Floyd on the ropes. I'm the great black hope. Man, we the team and they know it coast to coast and it just ain't fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you can be my friend or enemy, I don't care. And you better beware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. We the best, if you with us, put your lighters in the air. No, it just ain't fair. BTBTV. Just ain't fair, man. Yeah.
Yo, let me start this off by saying peace to the 5% nation of guys and us. Salam alaikum, alhamdulillah, rahmat to Allah, to all the true Muslim brothers and sisters out there. It's the King of New Jersey, it's BTBTV, we bully the bullies. I'm your honorable host, born divine almighty Allah. And yo, we about to get into today. We ain't no bloods and no crips, we doing our own thing. BTBTV that started his own game, like nigga, what? Yo, check it out, man. We gonna get to your boy, Cap Joe. I ain't gonna call him Fat Joe no more. We gonna call him Cap and Joe. Cap and Joe. You know what I'm saying? This guy said he did a whole album with Biggie against the Tupac. But the dude had Charlie Rock LD hold the Tupac down in Clinton State Prison, in Clinton Prison in New York. So why would you do an album with Biggie dissing Tupac? Well, you got your man, other man holding, you got your man holding him down. That's Cappy right there. But yo, I'm gonna let Charlie Rock tell y'all, and then I'm gonna let you and Fat Joe rebuttal, and we're gonna start it like that. So check it out, man. What is that? What is that? Okay, here we go. Here we go, y'all. We're gonna start this right here. Let y'all hear Charlie Rock, man. Repping the real, y'all go subscribe to his channel. Y'all go subscribe to my boy Charlie Rock channel. Repping the real. And we're gonna listen to, I'm gonna get to the part of the story where I need to hear.
Hear you, your boy hears you. I know y'all been feeling crazy for the Charlie Rock LD was holding down Tupac in prison. That's right. We going in. Your boy C-Rock LD was officially holding down Pac on the inside in Clinton Correctional. I got the crazy stories. I'm also going to be talking about all the other rappers, mobsters, and celebrity cases that your boy was locked up with, man. I done ran into mad celebrities. Your boy was on the air while I was doing the bid. I was running into all types of people. You already know it's not like I did 2 or 3 years. It is what it is. I see the screen lighting up. Glenn, holla at your boy, my nigga G, Auburn. Yeah, we got the crazy story for you guys tonight. Again, your boy Charlie Rock LD holding down Tupac in Clinton. You already know. For those who don't know, you know what I mean? I'm going to just give you the official quick bio on your boy in case this is your first time tuning into my podcast. Pucker. You know what I mean? If you want to know more about who C-Rock is, out of ripping and running, and we was on the island together. And, you know, Rick, you know, Slick Rick was what he was. He was a rapper, you know what I mean? The truth is, dudes used to pull up on him, put him on the phone with their girl and make him rap to his girls. The OGs on the island, the niggas that was banging out used to take Slick Rick, make them go on the phone and rap to their girls, their mothers, their kids, and all that. So that's how your boy Slick Rick was giving it up. You know what I mean? Slick Rick was all right, man. I used to like Slick Rick. You know what I mean? But I wasn't helping him out. On the island, if you wasn't holding your own, you know, you by yourself, man. In prison, you either a wolf or you a sheep. Let me say that again. Yeah, I was locked up with Larry Davis. All of the above. Extortion, robbery, from all over the planet. He was down with the hit on Paul book on. Donald Nash was on the comments, Glenn. Danamora. Now let me tell you about Clinton Danamora. Noose around their neck. I think he got a 1 to 3 over the reason dudes wanted to get at Tupac. Let's shout out his hat. I got my hat today. Thug Life Outlaw. In memory of your boy Pac. I love Pac. He's one of my, next to Pun, he's definitely my favorite rapper. I did not mind holding him down. Thug Life Outlaw. So yeah, another reason dudes wanted to get at Tupac was because he had the rape case. And dudes on the inside don't play that, my man. Those that know. If you come in with a rape case, a child molesting case, some heinous shit like that, a rapist, shit like that, dudes want to get in you. My people in the comments, let me know if I'm right or wrong. So yeah, my people know, you know what I mean? For you to be in prison and you there for rape, for ratting, for child molesting, dudes is gonna get at you. You got a serious problem. The average dude that's in there is not gonna be in population. You're not gonna be in Pop Dog, my man. No way, no way. So back to your boy Pac. I ran up on him in the yard. I told him who I be. I told him I got the kite from Joe. And on the strength of Joe, Pac even mentioned it in an interview that Fat Joe had his people hold him down. So y'all know I ain't capping. Your boy Tupac said in an interview when he got out that Fat Joe people stepped to him and held him down. I'm the nigga he was talking about. The OG Charlie Rock LD. You already know, man. We in the yard.
All right, see, I heard that, right? Fat Joe asked him to hold Tupac down. Listen to Fat Joe right here. Hold on. I want you to hear Fat Joe right now.
You know, and I've been around. Now, and him really did this.
His wife. Let me know, gang.
So on the street side, gangsters, I really did this. You can't find uncles and think that's gonna lie to you and tell you I really ain't do this thing, right? Now in hip hop, I really was cool with Biggie. I really know Tupac. I know Tretch. And I've been around relevant. All these, I'm just did Rolling Loud. It's so relevant. God bless, alhamdulillah, that I've been around for all this time. So when I get to turning this IG on and start telling you these stories, I see guys saying, Cap, Joe and LeBron lies, this, that. Bro, I'm a grown-ass man. You can't catch me in cap. In fact, if I catch a grown man capping, I won't respect him no more. Besides the lawyers cap all day, right? You know, I've been in meetings, two lawyers going against my lawyer. This is embarrassing, and they both just start lying to each other. Yo, okay, my bag, you got me. Okay, my bag. That's what lawyers do. You pay them the cap. Now listen, but I don't do that as a man. If I catch a man lying, I do not respect him no more as a man. I don't respect your father.
Let me let y'all know something. If a nigga can rap, a nigga gonna cap. So how you ain't capping, Joe, when you be ratting? Allegedly, but you be ratting. You be talking. You be running your mouth. You be tattletelling. You be telling secrets. Let's go on, y'all. I want y'all to hear the rest of this shit.
I don't respect your I don't if you're lying. And so when I tell these stories, I see some people, you know, shout out to the Hip Hop Wolf. They be posting stuff up. And then guys be in there, yo, he's capped. Bro, all my shit verified.
Oh, yeah, Joe, right.
But now, we have to understand there's some people that are simple-minded. There's some guys that unfortunately, they're cowards. They never got bullied by 20 and got up and fought back.
Salute.
They punched and kept it moving. You got guys who are intelligent, but were scared to go for their dreams. They were scared to take the chance to go for their dreams. You know, everybody. So you don't understand. So when you talking this shit, or you throwing on some Christian Dior puffy shit looking like the Michelin Man, no, it's on there. You see it with your eyes. You have eyes. Looking like a Michelin Man, puffy and shit. Looking like a tongue with the shoe surgeon Easter egg joints. And so, this, that, yo, bro, you got to understand. Most people, maybe 99% of the people, and this is no disrespect,
Salute, bro.
shop at Walmart.
Peace, good.
They do not buy Dapper Dan, Gucci, Louis. They just don't. I wish they could afford it, but some of them can't. And so when you get to telling these extravagant stories, they don't understand the shit. He got to be lying. He did what? He's got to be lying. This guy right here,
Yo, this nigga said 98% of the people shop for clothes at Walmart. Where the fuck did he get that from? I want to know that. You heard me, Mac Mizzle?
Yeah. Say that again?
He said 98% of the people shop at Walmart for clothes. Where the fuck he get that at? When the biggest market to buy clothes is urban America from all that name brand shit. So what he's doing right now, he's capping again. His name is Capping Joe.
Yeah, so
not Fat Joe no more. It's Capping Joe.
It's gotta be no, bro. If you got slapped and walked it off, that's you, buddy. I'm not that guy. This makes sense. And so some people, they just so simple-minded, where I get it, you can't. Sometimes I gotta look at them and I gotta be like, I'm like, and I'm like, these people have eyes. And then I also realize, and I hate to use this word,
is that beard dry now?
but people are gonna hate him whatever you do.
Hold on, wait.
And you can't please everyone. You just can't. And so yesterday, I'm in a foreign land. I'm in Dubai. I read about the Middle East when I was in the projects. Last thing I would have ever thought I would see a Cleopatra or somebody in the Middle East. Like, I cannot believe I'm here. And I've been coming here for 20 years. I have family here. And so we giving it out to our people, right? Because sure enough, I look at the comment, yo, people starving in the US, or yo, people this, bro. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. And so me, I try to stay aligned. I see Gumbo in the building. I don't know how I'm not in that 420 show, Gumbo. Luca, Alexis Alert. I don't know if it's breaking news, Fat Joe. I don't know if you're trying to call me last hour so I could pull in the Willis Reed. I don't know what y'all doing there, but you don't have access to the guy who shut down the whole Rolling Loud Thailand, who's shutting down the Inglewood Arena in LA on Friday, who's doing halftime at the Knicks game off of. I mean, you can't have access to the biggest in the game and don't use them. And you got a lot of great artists on there.
Fattest of the game, not the biggest.
A lot of great artists. But you ain't got Fat Joe on that flyer. This is a problem.
What?
So do you understand, Forest Projects, BX Borough? I've traveled to lands that we read about in textbooks.
All right. Now here nigga capping again, right? Capping Joe. Yo. Not rapping Joe, Capping Joe. Yo, first of all, the nigga say Charlie Rock LD hold down Tupac in prison, right? Then he said he did a whole album just to Tupac with Biggie. So which one's the truth and which was a lie, bruh? Did you have Charlie Rock LD hold down Tupac in prison? Or did you do a whole diss album with Biggie? This is Tupac.
Yeah. Well, Pac was
I know Charlie Rock LD. Hold up. I know Charlie Rock LD said that he held down Tupac for Fat Joe. I believe his word. Now that shit about did the whole album with Biggie. This nigga full of shit.
Yeah. That's bullshit. Biggie was Biggie. Yeah, Biggie. Well, Biggie and Pun were cool though.
Yeah, but he said he did a whole album with Biggie, dissing Tupac.
I don't believe that.
But then you held Tupac down, nah, bro.
Then you held Tupac down. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's capping. But hold up. Let me go to this real quick. Yo, hold up.
Joey.
Yeah, here you go right here.
Joey be saying wild, extravagant things like.
Liner so easy, it's black and white.
Whoa. If you can, give me a second of your time. I want to ask you something. Check this out. This is a real brief video. The former telling
him I got something for you. Wow. Room in the trunk. It was one rapper and a couple of other side dudes. Yeah, I pulled up on them early. Room in the trunk. Wow. Room in the trunk. Took him to Joe's house with these dudes in the trunk. Telling him I got something for you. Popped the trunk and Joe got shook. He was shook. He was like, yo, what are you doing? You crazy.
Now, here's the question. When he says he don't know what happened, Fat Joe just stopped talking to him, and Joe's talking about the situation like.
Yeah, you heard what Charlie Rock LD said, right? Fat Joe's beefing with a rapper. My boy Jersey Rich in the building, salute.
Right. Threw that motherfucker in the trunk. Fat Joe got shook.
Yeah, Brick City Tech, we do know dudes that play both sides of the fence, but you know them dudes are snakes. What we call them dudes that play both sides of the fence, we call them two-faced snakes, right? We call them rats. Ratters. Come on, man, let's be real, man. The nigga Fat Joe was a snake. The nigga Fat Joe is a snake. Real talk.
That was a big beef that they had, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
you dissing Pac with Big. I don't know.
That's crazy, man. But yo, hold on one second. Hold on one second. What's up, Stone C? Stone C in the building. Salute, bro.
Born, Mac Miller. What's happening?
What's happening, man? You already know.
Yeah. Born, I know you got some game, so man, we thought Fat Joe was silent down here in the South, man. We thought, cause I heard 50 and you like 50. I heard 50 say one time the ever real beef he ever had in the rap game with Terror Squad.
Yeah, Terror Squad was silent. Fat Joe, I mean, how many Terror Squad niggas still around Fat Joe, bro? Do the math.
Now say that one more time, I can hear you.
How many Terror Squad niggas are still around Fat Joe? Do the math.
I don't know. They just did a short with G on what, about a month ago? And when Tony Yayo had said that, it was like a month ago. I don't know though. I don't know. I mean, you know, I was young.
Terror Squad was fun. That was puns.
That was puns running Terror Squad. Fat Joe wasn't really running Terror Squad like that. Terror Squad didn't come out, the punk came on. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that is. But like I said, I also see the paperwork of Fat Joe while I was in the feds from his co-defendant Scott Spinner. I see the paperwork. So that right there tells me what Fat Joe. Fat Joe did 4 months. Scott Spinner did 3 years and some change.
Oh god dang! So I ain't know all that.
Yeah. Pistol Pete still says official, but he ain't the real Pistol Pete. The real Pistol Pete is Pistol Pete's Rawling. That nigga is locked up right now. Money, sex, murder, Pistol Pete. This nigga no Pistol Pete. This nigga is Pellet Pete.
Yeah, I seen him on Gangland, Pistol Pete. They got a Gangland on.
Yeah. This nigga's Pellet Pete. This nigga real Pistol Pete. Let's go. Let's give him real. I'm saying what I'm saying. Because I can do that for you. They gonna see me. But yo, I want y'all to check this out, dude, man. Hold up, man. We about to get real funky. And it's just not hold on.
Now Charlie Rock's Aaron Joe right now. He's bringing out all the facts. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Fat Joe even did Chris Rivers, Big Pun's son.
But I heard Fat Joe talk about that yesterday. He said that never happened. He said his son said he seen him in the studio and said they need to talk. I just seen this yesterday. He said he never threatened his son, and I believe him. He say,
I
man,
don't
you
believe, I
supposed
don't believe that nigga. I don't believe that nigga, man. That nigga robbed his mother. I don't believe shit that nigga said, bro.
Free sentence.
That
When
nigga's
they
mom
were
was
younger,
homeless, and Fat Joe knew that with Chris
The
Rivers and
big
all that.
brother. And he schooled Michael B. Jordan, and he was the man. And he went to jail, in a sense, for Michael B. Jordan. And this guy's in jail for 18 years.
No,
and
he
he's
did.
watching life
Pistol Pete
unfold
Rollock had his name first,
from
bro.
behind the wall, and he's watching Michael B. Jordan becoming the champion. But when they were younger, he was the king. He was the champ. So he felt like when he came out of jail, he felt like Michael B. Jordan stole his life. And anybody who's successful, that your people next to you or whatever didn't become as successful as you or wasn't as lucky as you can see a similarity to where they feel like, should have been me. This guy got my life. And I can see where my brother would look and say, damn, man, I put Joey on. Joey's my little brother. He learned everything from me. How's he so blessed that he's a superstar, he's famous, and he's successful? Even though I've always kept it 1,000% with my brother. And so it's really, really deep. It's really, really deep. The movie Creed, I truly appreciated it. I thought it was really, 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 perfection. These guys got to win awards. But it was deep. And where you believe in actually somebody is living your life. But the truth is, had Michael B. Jordan's character, Adonis, didn't work, run up those mountains, didn't go to the gym, didn't listen to the trainer, didn't stay disciplined, didn't fall down on the floor, get back up and win, then the success would have never happened. And so what you got to understand is the man's a legend in his own right. He fought to get to where he was at. You can't just look at somebody and say, oh, that's my life. I should have. The man worked for that. So it was so beautiful because it was like a double-edged sword where you could feel for one person and you could feel for another person.
Yo, Chuck, hold up. I'm about to pull you about to take your view real quick. Yo, Chuck, what you was saying about Pistol Pete?
No, I thought he had that first because you know what I mean.
Pistol Pete Rollock, he was my Sex Money Murder. He been had the name Pistol Pete, but remember, we started Sex Money Murder in the early '90s. Early '90s.
Yeah, but that Pistol Pete was he started that way. He did Rikers Island like in the '80s with the Pistol Pete name.
The Pistol Pete was Rollock. He was in the island in the '80s. Pistol Pete. He was a real Pistol Pete, bro. I'm telling you.
I don't know. I mean, I'm shit. Y'all enlightening me. That's good.
I'm saying
I think he got his name when after Pistol Pete went inside. He
went inside,
like take it, you know. Yeah.
They both from Bronx. Okay. Yeah, man. Hey, yo, I'm gonna tell you how Fat Joe be capping, bro. Check this out. Now he said he had Charlie Rock LD hold down Tupac, right? And then he said he wrote a whole album dissing Tupac with Biggie. Either he's capping about the album with Biggie, or he's capping about Charlie Rock holding out Tupac. And I don't believe he capping about Charlie Rock holding out Tupac. So it had to be the Biggie thing. You think what I'm saying?
Right.
We're gonna keep it real.
I don't. First of all, wait a minute. He said he wrote an album with or for Biggie.
With Biggie. Him and Biggie did an album together, dissing Tupac.
Well, I mean, either way, I think that's cat. Somehow, somebody that shit would have leaked years ago. Somehow, someway.
Fact.
That would have leaked years ago. I don't.
He's just coming out with new facts and shit.
You mean now? If he would have said I did a song or two with Big that nobody had heard, I would go with that. But you said an album.
A whole album.
You said an album.
First of all, Puff would have remixed that shit a couple years ago because Fat Joe, you're still relevant.
Ways, right?
and Big is still considered God. So Puff would have made money off that shit years ago.
Yeah.
So that's false. I can't go with that one. Now, as far as Charlie Rock LD holding down Pac, I can believe that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's
But
in
that's also a double-edged sword because of the fact of the matter is I don't know Charlie Rock LD. Just like the motherfucker said that the motherfucker that said he in jail said he was the one that robbed Tupac and shot him. But everybody else was like, nigga, that wasn't you. Get the fuck out. So it's like, I don't know. You know what I mean? But I would believe more of the Charlie Rock holding down
Yo,
Tupac
hold on
than
one
I
second.
would
Hold on one
believe the
second. Hold on one
Biggie.
second, yeah. Yo, Stone C, you keep knocking you out, bro. Come in and come back. Come out and come back in.
I would believe more of the Charlie Rock LD holding down Pac than the him and Big got an album together. That shit out of here.
Yeah, yo, Stone C, keep knocking you out, bro. You gotta come back in. I don't know if it's your service or where you at.
Now let me ask y'all. Let me ask y'all this because it's also like I'm gonna be honest. I am so dying to see this series. Let alone I'm dying to read this book of hers. I want to hear which one of you niggas that's supposed to been punched man and smashed his wife. You nasty bastards. Fuck all of y'all.
Yo, bro, I'm gonna tell you who it was. I'm gonna tell you who it was. I'm gonna tell you who it was. It wasn't Pun's man. It was Pun's brother.
His brother smashed his wife?
Yes, bro. The sister said it. The sister put it out there.
His brother's a piece of shit. His brother's a piece of shit. That's just basic bottom line of that. You are a stone cold fag for that. Like, like, you see, I'm gonna tell you some shit I heard.
That's crossing the line.
And this came from well, I can't even say if these are some Bronx niggas that I knew years ago. But from what I did hear, that a lot of that shit that happened to Joe and them in Connecticut was a setup from some shit he did to Pun. If niggas remember when they went to Connecticut, and them gangsters from Connecticut was about to off them niggas.
Yeah.
If anybody can remember that.
I heard about that, yeah.
But my thing is, everybody went but Pun. Everybody went. Every terror squad member there was in life there is went but Pun. Why?
You think Pun tried to lay them niggas down?
I don't think he tried to lay him down, but I think he tried to prove a point. Like, nigga, y'all are garbage without me. Period.
Yeah.
Not saying on the microphone. I'm talking about as far as life things, street shit. Nigga, y'all can't. Nigga, Terror Squad don't run like Terror Squad if I'm not there. Basically, that's what I feel like. That's what I feel like he gave Joe a shot at. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think Cuban went either. I think him and Cuban stayed
Cuban
back.
Cuban was the one that got punched.
Oh, okay.
Cuban was the one that
when he got punched in the face in Connecticut. Yeah.
He was trying. He's supposed to have been flirting with the dude with the biggest gangster in Connecticut's girl.
Nah, Cuban Link said what he said what it was. He said,
he said he offered all of them drinks. There was a bunch of women, and his girl happened to be there. He just offered them all drinks because that's just who he is. And they showed the whole Terror Squad so much hospitality and love that day. Yeah. He said he was basically returning the favor, but the nigga from Connecticut was on some, man, don't give my girl shit, nigga. If she needs something, I'm gonna give it to her. Basically, is how you felt, I guess.
Yeah. But Cuban Link was a pretty boy back then, so he probably thought he was trying to smash his girl.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? It's like, listen, man, it's a lot, especially to go see this Pun shit right now. All this shit that's coming up and coming out right now, even though this shit ain't old. I mean, it ain't new. A lot of this shit is old. A lot of this shit people knew. It's just that it's coming to the forefront now because Wack brung it, and Wack did something that Joe should have done regardless of the fact. That's the only problem I really have about it. Wack is doing something that Joe you should have did anyway, regardless of how they felt or how you felt. All right, well, listen, this is what I'm gonna do. Still set the movie up, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But for you to have the number one, what's the word I'm looking for? The number one. What do they call that shit when motherfuckers just do what they doing? You do on the internet. What do they call that shit? Clout chasing. It's a troller. The number one clout chasing troller in the world did something he's gonna hold over New York's head for a while. I got Big Pun movie going. He's gonna hold that over. He's the reason why New York, these motherfuckers on here in the shamble now, because of this nigga. It's funny to me. Like, that shit is hilarious to me how he could just pick a motherfucker and that motherfucker become the topic of discussion from New York for a whole month, and they destroying whoever it is, and they just got them two. They got New York divided. It's fucking crazy.
Have Wack
That's crazy.
breaking down the lawsuit between Liza
Now
Rios
check
and
this
Fat
out.
Joe.
I've been broke this down.
Accountable. Wack in this clubhouse will finally discuss in detail the lawsuit, and Wack admits what Joe did. Man, roll the clip.
But how did you feel when you kind of like knew the story? Like that he kind of
But Joe, get the fuck
did it
off
put
my
a sad
dresser.
taste in your mouth for him at that time, or did you just kind of let it be known like, man, he gonna do what he does, you know?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I had to fight tears because her and her daughter was in front of my face in my office. It was up, looking her in her eyes, seeing that pain. But you got, them people was homeless in shelters, no food to eat, no car to drive, nothing.
Chris Rivers,
Yo,
look at
did you
him.
guys
So the
hear
ugliest part about that is this. Pun been dead 20-something years. That was just 6 years. They don't know what they collected the other 14 without paying her. It's over those last 6 years, $4 million was made. So if we did that math, right? If we did that math, we got 6 and 4, another 14.
Get
So
the
let's
fuck
just
down.
say 4, 8, 12. That's 4, 8, another 10. At minimum, it's another 10 million. 50% go to her 5. So let's just say it was $7 million. $14 million accumulated and $7 million owed to her. But that came in, that should have been going to her. You know what I'm saying? So you go 7 million divided by the 20. That on a low, that's $350,000 a year. That's $29,000 a month. That's enough for them to be homeless in a shelter. For sure.
Yo, they did it.
And Lord knows what pub deals they went and did and all that kind of crazy.
Man, they try to do her dirty, but
Hey, yo, Kennedy, we ain't doing that on my chat,
Yo,
bro.
Wack, they said she had the choice either 2 million or the whole catalog. She jumped on that catalog, huh? She said, I need that shit. Give me that
They
shit
didn't
back.
say if you go get the paperwork, the civil work, he had said that he gave her $1 million already, right? That she they gave her $1 million already. So the judge said, all right, well, show us where you gave her the $1 million. He couldn't show her. You know what I'm saying? So, and remember, this is just going back those 6 years. They'd have did that whole 20-something years, it would have been what was collected. A whole lot of more money involved. You don't know what licensing deals can happen, pub deals can happen. You don't know what using samples, remixing, all
We ain't
that.
disrespect
All
no one
that's
in
money.
this chat on this channel, man.
She got
That's
a
what I'm
10 piece
saying.
out there.
Yeah, she had like 7 to 10 million floating out there. I mean, well, like dude said, we pay him, he's supposed to pay her. He wasn't wrong with that. Unless there was a letter of direction in that said he was supposed to pay them, payment was supposed to come from Joe.
Yeah, go directly to her. Yeah.
So yeah, that's you know. And, it take a
I'm
whole lot
Joey.
for a judge to take a portion of a deal from him. Remember, the dude just said that they was at 50-50. And then she never had a choice. She didn't have a choice to take the $2 million to get in the catalog or less money. The judge only allowed her to collect like going 6 or 7 years back when dude couldn't provide the $2 million up from the $4 million that it came in. When he couldn't just cut that check, the judge awarded her the catalog.
So he kept giving him the time to try to at least provide some kind of statement that wasn't altered or anything to give him the opportunity to save himself, and he couldn't do that, huh?
You can't show it would never happen. They got forensics accountants involved, bro. So you can't go make up no bank statements. They're gonna go see where that went, what day it was pulled, was it a cashier's check, who was made out to, was that check deposited into account, was it a wire, all that.
So she was supposed to be getting like $29,000 a month.
What you say? Yeah, if you'd have did like the overall, it's near 20, 30 a month. 7 million.
I just did the math. I just did the math for 20 years. He been gone 22 years. I just did
your
20
fucking
years.
ass down.
They damn near owe her 6.9 million.
You understand me?
There's 7 million.
Fuck you up.
Yeah, because it was a 50-50. It was 50-50. It was 50-50 down the middle. You know what I'm saying?
Catalog work.
There you have it. So that means 14 was collected somewhere around there.
How much you think that catalog worth?
Yeah. So now she got the whole catalog in its entirety. No strings attached. 100%.
What is that? What is that value that his catalog?
I mean, think about it.
For real.
She's able to do movies, TV series. She can license his music out. She can service his music. You know, we gonna remix an album, add Latin
It ain't
artists to the
really about her.
songs.
It's about the kids, you know.
She can score music with movies. So you know,
yeah, so she about to re-rock and backdoor the whole bag. Then.
Yeah, well, that's where I came in at.
Oh yeah, that
Because
shit.
when nobody,
Sweet,
every time she went in the door, they act like they was gonna do it, and then all of a sudden,
Yo, this nigga is sucking his own cock too much for me, bro.
Yeah,
What is
bro.
Yo, bro, they should have never let him get that move, make that move, Brick City Tech.
Exactly. He's gonna hold this over New York. Listen, man. First of all, let me say this about
New
Fat
York
Joe.
does bad business. Let's just
the
keep
question
it
up here. Let's see the question up here. Fat Joe, this is my problem with the whole shit. You should have been taken care of however the hell people want to pronounce it, this man's family. Because you were Fat Joe, but you wasn't Joey Cracked It Don until Pun came around. You was Fat Joe. You had the gotta flow, want to flow Joe. You had that. But when Pun came around is when you hit the deep covers, and then you coming with with all this other stuff, and you're building. Terror Squad started building. You were stagnant before Pun came to you. That's why I feel as though he owed this to her.
$10
You know what I'm
million.
saying? This shit could have been avoided years ago. Now, I don't know if Jordan gave her whatever he supposed. I don't know the ins and outs of that.
No,
I'm just
he did.
talking about.
If he would have gave it to her, she wouldn't have won it in court.
Okay, well, even when she won it in court, I'm talking about this part of it now. To whereas, hell yeah, Pun needs a motherfucking documentary. You damn right he need one. Nigga, Pun was top 5 dead or alive. Pun is.
Yeah.
You don't think he needs one? Yeah, he needs one. He needs a movie of his life. And his death was tragic. It was it was medical. So it wasn't like he just he when he got shot in the head. It happened. Something happened. So it's a story. You should have been some of these things. I feel as though he should have been dead for his kids. We ain't even got to say for her, for his kids. You know what I mean? I don't know how many kids Pun had, but Pun kids should have been compensated a little more.
Your Pun he got a son and 2 daughters.
I feel as though they should have been compensated a little more.
And his son should have been a big star by now.
Exactly. I never heard his son music. Even though you can make stars out of bums these days, and I'm not trying to be funny, but
Chris Rivers is nice. He got.
I never heard. But see, that's the thing. I never heard Chris's music. You know what I mean? But I'm assuming he's nice. He came from good bloodline. So I'm assuming.
Yo, bro, he sound just like his father.
Just like his pops. So.
Okay, so yeah, Joe probably could have put a finger in and gave him that type of shot. I feel as though that too, but at the same time, it's no way the wife should have, as soon as Pun died, she should have moved in with a chick in the projects with the kids. That should have never happened.
No,
give a fuck. That should have never happened.
Can't see Joe own him more than he do own son. Can you see? You sound like a bitter ass baby daddy.
Right?
Listen, man. No, let's see, but I'm talking facts. It ain't that fact to me being a bitter baby daddy.
No, I'm talking about Kennedy. I'm talking about Kennedy.
Oh.
Look what this nigga say. Joe don't owe them nothing. Don't owe them. Yes, he do, bro.
If you want to say, hey, Kennedy, if you want to say Joe don't owe the wife nothing, all right, cool. Kids, come on, bro. The kids, that's a different ball game. Don't put that on them, because at that time they were kids. They were babies almost, if not babies.
Joe was in a yacht in Miami when they were in a shelter, yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
It's just crazy.
And I'm not even saying, truthfully speaking, I'm not even saying, yo, Joe, you should have went and got a motherfucking big ass house in the Hamptons. Nah, nigga. But you should at least gave
Have
them
an apartment.
enough money to where they should have been able to have their choice of if they want to go to an apartment or either a house, but somewhere in a secluded spot. You owe Pun family that. You owe them kids that. Because the little whatever the fuck he said, nigga, that's Pun. That ain't you. Yeah, that's Pun, nigga. That ain't you. That's Pun, nigga. That ain't you.
Yeah, that ain't you, boy.
I don't want to be a player, niggas. What got Terror is what got Terror Squad music to the top of the charts. That's Pun, nigga. That's not you. You bugging. That's why I have a problem. But that's just the music industry. I'm a fair nigga. I can't stand it. I hate bullies. And this is like some bully shit. I hate fucking bullies, bro. I do. It's just a thing. Like I hate fucking bullies. I can't stand you motherfuckers. And you bullies that's listening, y'all niggas can suck a AIDS dick. I hate you motherfuckers. That's for real.
That's why we bullies over here, you know. It's like,
you know what I'm saying, but this is some bullshit. Joe should have took care of the kid. I mean, even though the mom got the kid, so yes, mom was a package deal, nigga. But you should have taken care of his business a little bit better.
He's fucking up the whole Terror Squad legacy by doing this. You know what I'm saying? Because like, it's bad business. You know, it's bad business.
Yeah. I'm about to tell you something else too. It's not just Fat Joe though. It's Remy Ma too. Remy Ma, she did a lot. She should have been there when they opened that block for Big Pun.
Remy in the corner, bro. How you can't stop her bag.
You think Remy's still under contract with Fat Joe a little bit?
I think she's still on the contract, but let alone you gotta realize Rem just got off that motherfucking ankle monitor, so you can't block her bag right now.
Yeah.
This her bag right now. She playing neutral. She ain't saying shit.
But she should have been at that motherfucking groundbreaking for Big Pun's block.
I mean, if you want to go technical, I thought she was there. But
no, she didn't go. She didn't go.
But if you want to get technical about it, then yeah, you're right. She should have been there. But if you want to go industry, who's to say she ain't had something that was considered a bag that day? She had to go handle. You never know. Listen, I don't agree with nothing Fat Joe doing right now, I'm sorry I
had to do it. Remy got her own corner, right? You know that, right? She got her own.
Hold on. Parts up. Sorry about that, Kennedy. I told you to stay out the chat with that crazy shit, man. Now you're on timeout for 5 minutes.
What did he say?
You keep talking like that bit. Oh, she had her money. She ran through it. No, she didn't. What the hell are you talking about?
I don't think she bitter. I think she just want what she deserves. She's the mother of Pun's kids, man. That's it. It ain't no question about it. The nigga that got you to be the motherfucker you is dead.
He said he gave her $1 million. That's it. Only $1 million.
No, he didn't give her $1 million. That was a lie, because if he would have given her $1 million, it'd be something you can track that. He didn't give it to her no bag.
And even if it was a gifts here and there, that's not contractual. Like that's not, you know what I mean? That's just gifts. You know what I'm saying? That's not on paper.
You gave her $1 million when after the judge said so? Because you ain't give her $1 million when Pun died, because she went to the projects. Unless she took the projects on them $1 million to the projects, and if she's still alive, then we know that's a lie, because somebody in the wolves in the projects would have got that.
So we back. She ain't have a voice.
And if she had $1 million, let me hit y'all with this. She had $1 million. She moved to the projects with her girlfriend who ain't got shit, but she had $1 million. And her girlfriend ain't nowhere to be found to be coming up. Who was the bitch she went to it? We don't even know this bitch, but if she had $1 million, we would have knew who this bitch was, wouldn't we?
Yes, we would have.
Exactly. That's
cap. Y'all check this out. I'm about to mute everybody. Check this out.
The Loud Records anniversary, you know, Pun was a big thing on Loud Records. He's double, triple platinum on there. There was no family representation at the anniversary, so I want Liza to explain why they wasn't involved.
So what happened was that once I saw me and Steve Rifkin were Facebook friends on Facebook, right? So when I saw him announce that they were doing this big anniversary and this night, and that Remy and Joe was gonna do a tribute for Pun, so I went on his thread and I said, "Is it possible that my son could have some time to represent for his dad?" So there other people started chiming in like, "Yeah, I was waiting. Thank God you said it. That's true." And so everybody was talking on that kind of energy. So then shortly after that, they had Sean C call me to figure it out. So, I was talking to Sean C and I'm like, yeah, I just want to know if my son can have like some time on the stage, to represent for his father, you know. And then Sean C was like, oh, we're going to try to figure out. We was thinking about maybe having like all the rappers that passed away, their kids on stage and like the tribute. And I said, no, I would like to see if my son could have his own little set. I said, I don't care if Joe and Remy have their set. Like, that's not a problem. I just want my son to have a set for his dad. Like, it's his right. He should have that. So then from there, Sean C was like, oh, I'm gonna holler at you, whatever. So months passed by. And then shortly after that, my Sean C starts contacting my son. I think he asked for his number, or I don't know if he had his number, but he contacts my son. So they back and forth talking. I was excited. I was gullible. I thought it was gonna happen. I was excited to see my son. There was a lot of rappers that was hitting up my son asking him, "Are you going to the show? Are you going? You gonna be there?" And my son told, I think it was somebody from the Wu-Tang, it was somebody else, and my son told them, "No, I'm not invited. Nor my family. Like none of us is invited to this." So the pressure of that, I guess Steve Rifkin was getting pressure. So then it went back to Joe, like, "Yo, we gotta get this kid on the stage because all these rappers are asking for him and that, and he got to be on it." So then the conversation was now with Sean C and my son trying to see who could get on. And then my son told Sean C that he wanted to have a conversation with Joe. And I feel bad even saying this, but my son don't even want me to speak on this. So I hope you don't get mad at me. But my son was like saying that he wants to have a conversation with Joe. Him as a grown man already, he want to have a conversation with Joe for the simple fact that the drama that been going between me and Joe all these years, he wants to see like, is this olive branch, or we like just squashing the beef? Like, how is this gonna be? Like, if my family's gonna be safe? There's a lot of questions going in his mind. Like, you gotta see it on my son's side. Like, you got somebody dragging your mom for 20 years, almost 20 years, and now you're inviting him to an event, and we've never been invited to anything. So now it's like, okay, so he wanted to make sure that it was gonna be on the up and up. So when he told this to Sean C came back and said no, that Joe didn't want to have no conversation with him at all. So then they were gonna call him a few days later. So then when they called him a few days later, my son said no, that he wasn't gonna go, that he didn't want to go. But Joe Spitzer said that I told him. I don't tell my kids not to do anything. Ever since my husband died, I gave my kids 100% freedom. I gave them what I didn't have. You know what I'm saying? And they
Hold
could
on
tell,
one
like, my
second.
kids.
Yo, Robin Lawrence. So we tell you we ain't tolerate no disrespect. We mean that. You blocked, you out of here. Out of here. Go ahead, Liza.
No, so that was basically it. So it's
And Liza, Sean C, if they don't know, Sean C is Sean C and LV. They produced the American Gangster album.
Hey, Wack, I brought up Gangu Roach. He's got brought up Gangu.
No, that's family. Gangu is family.
Yeah, I beamed him up. I beamed him up. I know he is, so that's why I beamed him up and everything.
Yo,
Gangu Roach.
I'm here. I'm here.
They go Gangu.
Wait, 1 sec. Yo, Cloud Bosses. Cloud Control. It's somebody named Hope in that chat. Get him up out the room.
You guys got a beam. Cloud Control.
Somebody with Cloud. Somebody get Hope. Robin, I got Hope. So get him up out of here. All right, go ahead, Liza.
Yo, but
one more,
to keep it 100, none of this would have been possible. None of this would have been possible wasn't for Gangu. Gangu, he found me in the shelter. He found me when I was in the shelter. He was like, "Listen, miss, I've been seeing your videos. I could show you where your money's going. It's right here." You know what I'm saying? It took us a few years, you know what I'm saying? But it was him that he got me this position. Because of him, his skill, his savviness. You know what I'm saying? His work, what he does with his numbers, you know what I'm saying? And he found all the money where
Salute,
everything was
Wax
at,
AP, salute.
and then doing that with my
Dongle,
also my
salute for
Lord
that, bro.
Lita, it was a deadly combo. So because of them,
Dongle's the
you know, is
man for
why
that.
I'm here today also.
Liza, one last thing. I'm sorry, y'all. As he was going by Baby Pun for a while, he went to Chris Rivers, which he explained to me, which is me. It's really still Christopher Rios. Rivers is Rios, the same
Always,
name.
bro. Always, you know what we do.
His
We
career,
stand up.
he had the career early on with Benzino's son.
3 Down, yeah, 3 Down.
Yeah, he had a. Was Joe supportive of that early on?
It's funny because the way I met Benzino is because Macho had told me that Benzino was doing a video Shine Like My Son. So he wanted us to go to represent for Pun. So me and my kids went on that video to represent for Pun. And then I had Baby, because Baby, after Pun passed away, Baby was like he wants to be a rapper. I never even heard, or we never even spoke about it. He just wanted to go in that field because in his mind he felt like he was a man of the house, even at that young age of 6. And he wanted to take care of the family, which I didn't even care for him to rap. I'm like, be an astronaut, be a scientist, like don't go into this music business. You know what I'm saying? So, but I still support him. So he spit a rhyme in front of Benzino, and Benzino was like floored. So he ended up building this group, which was 3 Down, which was Ray, which was his son, and my son, and this other kid, I forgot his name, James. You know what I'm saying? He was singing.
Yeah.
And I never got any. We never had any resistance there. Like the kids were opening up for Ja Rule and stuff like that, and we were touring, and like they had a good run. And then Benzino messed it all up when he was going back and forth with his beef with Eminem, because they already had signed to Interscope.
Yep.
And because Benzino was back and forth fighting with Eminem, then that was dropped.
Liza, this is for the culture. This one is for the culture. Did Big Pun write the Don Cartagena album for Fat Joe?
Yes, he did. He probably wrote 98% of it. I know the time when Pun came into the picture, Joe was with Armageddon
You don't
and
owe her
Keith
nothing.
Nutt. I don't know if you remember Keith Nutt. And when he was giving Pun the attention, Keith Nutt was a dope rapper, and they both, Armageddon and Keith Nutt, used to write for Joe. And then from there, Keith Nutt said, "I'm done with the rapping and stuff like that." So Armageddon will write here and there, probably a little stuff, but the majority of it, of Don Cartagena, was Pun writing that. You know what I'm saying? It used to be a joke. You know what I'm saying?
I believe it.
He used to sit in the house and like write Joe's rhymes, and then we used to laugh because he'd be like, "Oh, hold up, I need to pull back at this one. Like, this can't be hotter than mine." You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was like Pun was a genius because he was writing his rhyme, he was writing Joe's rhymes, like, but he didn't want to. He had to make it hot, but not hotter than his, But
hey,
yeah,
Earlier, you said it was alive. He addressed something about Pun or no?
He just mentioned his name. He didn't address nothing. He didn't even say nothing. He didn't speak on anything. He was just very He didn't say nothing. The questions were kept getting thrown at him. He was getting asked. They kept asking, like mentioning your name in the comments, and he didn't respond. He just didn't say nothing about nothing.
Why do people think he's supposed to respond so negative when it comes to my name? I don't understand.
I don't either. That's why I was tripping out, because they were like, "Oh, why is he?" They kept asking in the comments. They were just going up about you, and I'm like,
"Yo,
what?
hold on." So, Doggy, I'm glad you here. Liza here. Both y'all New York natives. Liza, you came to see me personally. You and your daughter came to my studio. Did you get the feeling that I don't like New York?
No, I never did get the feeling that you didn't like New York. You never spoke shit about New York.
Yeah,
I didn't get that feeling.
So I wonder, because really this is for the culture, but really this is home base for New York. Liza ran around New York for years.
Over 20 years.
Trying to get done, and and our man, the other partner that's on stage, he handled his business. Liza ran around for years with all these New York natives, and it was them that was allowing intimidation or whatever it is. I don't know what it was, not to assist her and the family. Out of respect to Pun.
They silenced her.
Doggy, Liza tell you, in 24 hours I had her in the chairman's office.
You told me, and I said, Wack, yo,
That's what. That's Wack putting his finger up to New York right now. That's Wack putting his finger in New York face
Facts,
right
bro.
now.
Facts, bro. And I'm gonna tell you something. And your doggy diamonds, you sound like a straight nut gobbler. Whack 100 told you to suck his DICK last year, and now you hugging this nigga nuts. I don't got no respect for your big Brooklyn ass.
I never him and Doggy be talking. I never know him and Doggy be talking.
Yeah, they friends now. They buddies.
Buddy,
They talk all the time. But hold on, Wack told Doggy Diamonds last year.
I remember that.
Suck this nigga told his mother could suck his dick. And Doggy Diamonds, oh, well, you didn't really disrespect me. Nigga, he did disrespect you, lying ass, punk ass nigga. Hate you light skinned motherfuckers. Acting tough until a motherfucker run down on you. Especially his light bright white ass.
Like now my question is this. Now and one thing I am gonna give a kudos to. Wack strategic as hell.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him that. So now my question is, what does he have on you, Fat Joe, that you really ain't responding to him? Not in the because you really don't like this situation that's going on. You can hear it in your talk when you're live. You really don't like what's going on at all. Now, if it was someone else, your tone would be totally different. What does Wack have on you?
What is he gonna say? He can't say nothing. You know?
I mean, he can't say nothing.
Nothing.
He can't say nothing at all. I agree, but it would have come from somewhere else.
Building your online business?
He would have said something if someone else would have said.
Go to
That's my own feeling.
and set up your.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy, the Anthem.
Hey, yo, you know what else we're gonna get on today too? That had a lot to do with that shit too. Not helping that boy come out, Lil Pump coming out, Nori.
Yeah.
Check this out, y'all. Check this out. Listen to this, y'all.
The man New York, and we get Bond. Had the controversy. Good.
What's my man down there? Drink Champs. Drink Champs. Nori. Yo, Nori. It's Wack talking to you, Nori. We got each other number. But I gotta call you on some. You let my brother Ye sit down there and get that and you start gaslighting about subjects and topics that led to a bunch of that was detrimental in this man's career and his business. Boy, don't act like, boy, you don't need to have a conversation about this because you're going to start looking different, homie. You cannot select a politic. This is a subject. This is content. This is that need to be covered, bro. You set Kanye down there knowing when you asked him about certain, he was going to say certain, bro. So listen, we would love to see that interview. We would love to see that interview, Nori. You got an obligation to the people. You got an obligation to yourself. And you got...
Yo, I thought he was going to ask Nori about how he did Big Pun's family.
If Nori does that interview, that proves to me everything I need to know. Wack got somehow every big name in New York. That proves everything I need to know. Wack he's so strategic with it right now. He picking fights like you can't hope so much.
But he know who to pick fights with. You see he ain't trying to pick no fights with 50 Cent.
He already said what happened with the 50 Cent shit. He said him and his boy tried to creep up on Fifth, and Fifth was in the jury. I think he said a jury store hotel. He said Fifth was in a hotel. He said as soon as his boys walked through the door, it was like secret agents. Everybody, these niggas had beams on the corner. Anyways, Fifth looked around at him and smiled like, I can get you killed if I want to. Basically, what he said. He ain't fuck with Fifth. He don't want that type of problem at all. Just like he just backed out the J Diggs situation.
Oh yeah, he backed out J Diggs situation by giving him a big punch situation.
Yeah,
J Diggs sounded nice.
Yeah.
You hear the new track?
That whack, fuck that shit's terrible. I mean, it's hilarious, but that shit's terrible.
Yeah, how you on the internet with your ass in the air?
Yeah, that shit was funny. 3-finger whack. Like,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But the thing that's funny though is that Fat Joe is salty right now, but there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. Now, again, my question comes here: how are they going to portray Joe? Because he has to be in the movie. He has to be. So now, how are they going to portray him? How are they going to, like, certain situations? You know what I mean? They might
portray him like a snake.
Yeah, exactly. Is the truth will come out then? You know what I mean? Because she has 100. From what Wax says, she has 100% of the whole thing. So therefore, she's going to portray it the way she think it went.
Right.
Which is going to make Fat Joe look like the snake of all snakes.
But he making stuff like that. You gotta think about what he did to Cuban Link, what he did to Remy Ma. He tried to blackball Remy before she got locked up. He did a lot of foul shit, bro.
Everybody that fuck with Joe, man.
Even the singer Tony Sunshine, he just got back cool with Joe.
Sunshine, yeah.
I mean, listen, only ones that made a name to me was Rem and Pun, and Rem was under Pun. She wasn't under Fat Joe at first.
And Cuban Link had it, man. Too. Cuban Link was nasty, bro.
Yeah, but he didn't let Cuban Link get off the bench. That's the thing. That's what I mean. Pun got off the bench because Pun was a star. He couldn't stop Pun, because if Pun would have went to somebody else, it would have been even crazy. So he had to Pun shot. Remy was under.
Allen got away from him and started making all types of money.
Yo, Remy and Cuban was under Pun though.
Right, but Pun was under. But it was Remy first, then Cuban. By the time Cuban was up, Pun died. Fat Joe ain't had no love for Cuban like that. He ain't really want the nigga around anyway. You could tell that was from the beginning.
Yo, Fat Joe was like, never liked you anyway, you pretty motherfucker.
Yeah, basically.
The Cuban had one or two tracks, that was bumping on the radio at them times.
Which, that also does bring up a question when it comes to Nori. Why haven't you had his wife on the show? You such a Pun lover.
Because of Joe.
Pun your brother.
Yeah, Pun your brother.
Joe told him, don't bring her up on the show.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you seriously. No, I'm gonna show you something real quick. No, we go always.
It's crazy to me because, again, Pun made you Joey Crack. You was Fat Joe. Yeah, you was Fat Joe. We knew Fat Joe from Flo Joe and a little bit of digging in the crease. You wasn't bubbling then. Pun came around, all of a sudden running around with you, did deep cover with you, and now the twins is overboard. Pun does an album. Pun does an album under your tutelage.
Capital Punishment, like 5 times platinum.
Right. He wrote your album, Don Cartagena. We all know how that album went.
Interview Cuban Link because
Y'all, check this out, y'all. Listen to Nori.
of his relationship with Joe. Well, Nori is back at it again, addressing Cuban Link in that situation. Man, roll the clip.
It was this show with Math Hopper. Yeah. So what I said was, just because of my friendship with Joe, I couldn't interview certain people. That has nothing to do with Illuminati. But
it's respect.
It's just a friend thing. I have no disrespect towards the other person.
But you know why? I'm gonna tell you why people get it confused.
Okay.
Because you often say you're a journalist, and this is why I always say, stop saying that.
I'm not a journalist.
Stop saying that.
I'm not a journalist.
We're not
I
journalists.
never said I was a journalist. I do journalist shit, and I'm richer than a lot of them journalists. But fuck that.
Relax.
I ain't no journalist, motherfucker.
We're media? What media?
What media?
We're not journalists.
I've never said I was a journalist.
No.
I just said I do journalist shit. And guess what? My relationships is more important than this.
Now, there's a couple of takeaways from this video. One, he says he's not a journalist and claims that he's never said he was a journalist. DJ EFN knows better because he's heard him say it, and we've all heard him say it. But to be fair to Nori, I do think he started getting more amped up in this clip because he's known he's said it multiple times.
Again, I'm just trying to be a journalist. I'm saying, you know what? We just won an award. I want people to know that we won the award because we deserve it. 6 years of this, I don't have the excuse that I'm not a journalist. As a black man, I feel like I failed. As a human, I feel like I failed. But as a journalist, I succeeded because as a journalist, you're not really supposed to have an opinion. You're supposed to let people talk. You know, I've been the guy that they said blackballed. You know, I've been the guy that they didn't let in Hot 97. I've been the guy that wasn't allowed in MTV, BT studios, Viacom studios. So I've been there. So I was thinking of that. I said, you know what? I felt like I was blackballed before. So let me let this guy speak. At the end of the day, as a journalist, I did my job. I let a person talk. As a journalist, you're supposed to have no opinion, no options, none of that. I would have been the better journalist that I am. I would have probably not drunk. I would have probably stayed sober the whole time and just stayed on the subject because I still believe, you know, people have a right to speak, you know, whether it's something that you agree with or not. I'm not the best journalist in the world.
I've been on record saying that Nori is being a good friend, but not a good journalist. So him addressing this was smart on his part, especially with him previously saying that Joe owns Drink Champs with them. Then, of course, Cuban can't be on the show. Now, secondly, Nori decided to address the Illuminati in this clip, saying just because he won't interview certain people, it doesn't make him Illuminati. And I don't personally think he is, but it doesn't help with the clips we've seen of him talking about being approached by someone from there, and this clip from Joe. Now, this clip just shows Nori performing his famous song Super Thug, but it was the caption from Joe welcoming Nori to the Illuminati and kind of making light of it that really draws that kind of energy to him. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Do you think Nori did the right thing coming out and addressing this? Put your thoughts down in the
All right, check this out.
I don't even know what to say. I mean,
welcome to the Illuminati. Okay, whatever.
Hyundai Ioniq 5 versus Tesla Model Y.
Here we go.
Hyundai Ioniq 5.
So last time we spoke, you didn't answer the question about Nori being the reason why Men of Business didn't come out. You made a post alluding to that. What's the story on that?
What? Men of Business? No. I didn't make no reference towards that. Like it didn't come out because of him.
Yeah, you made some post on YouTube saying that, remember this, or like.
Oh yeah, but because you know that like our relationship, like remember, you know what I'm saying, that because you know what are you talking about, huh? What are we talking about? Thug shit. He was saying that shit still. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that was in the archives. You know, he did a song with me. So I was trying to remind him. That was in the beginning. I tried to remind him, yo, it's your boy Q, nigga.
Because you said something else on the thing though. The caption, you were like, something like, "Oh, he don't want to remember why this never came out," or something like that to that effect.
Oh yeah, because Joe.
Oh, okay, so that was directed towards Joe, not
Yeah. You know, because I think that was when he was saying that. You know what I'm saying? He don't know what Joe be doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? He be always trying to hide. You know, now out of nowhere, he just everything that's being said that I'm saying about that Joe did. He's like, well, he didn't do it. Look. You got a contract. It says 20% in Crayola, like math, crayons. The contract was made in crayons. That's what they doing right now. It's like everything. That's, yo, the demons must got him. What the f are you talking about, man? So anyway, it's a lot of spirituality. that goes along with this that I see, maybe, and I'll be bugging how I see things. But that's how I see them. That's how I see them, and I'll be trying to be nice. My courteously, like me being courteous to certain them, like even Nori, because at the end of the day, you're not in my team, you're against me, right? So you know what it is when it's war, right? You know what it is when it's war. Ain't no fucking, wait a minute, let me get out of the way. Bullets is coming. No, it's trakadaba. Everybody gets it. And I'm not saying that figuratively, like realistically. I'm just saying like whenever, you know what I'm saying, the opposite teams, they got to get what they got to get. And that's usually, you know what I'm saying, our best shot, this team's best shot. So, you know what I'm saying, this shot destroys you. Sorry, but, if we play it all in fair war, if we're playing like a fucking imaginary game, yeah. But when you know that there's, some kind of problems, you know that there's some kind of blood that got spilled, you know that there's some families behind that has a trilogy of a legacy of unsolved issues, and you
Baby
jump in
Bread
that.
salute.
Me being courteous could only be as courteous, but Joe don't give a fuck. Joe just throws him because he says whatever, he sells him whatever. But when you're a real person, you're a real chick, whatever, you think about things like that. You'd be like, should I step? It's too deep. Maybe. And not that, if you step, you step. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, what do you step? But it's just, I feel like they go overboard. You know what I'm saying? Like, they go overboard, especially by using Pun's name in vain, the way they use it. You know what I'm saying? Pun would have been out here, would have smacked all of them in the face, and I would have been right there with him.
Did you ever have a conversation with Nori?
Not even Nori. I'm not even talking about Nori, but Joe. Nori's like a far distant cousin that only comes, you know what I'm saying, when like in the holidays. That's who he was. He was a distant cousin that came talking, you know what I'm saying, talking mad fast.
He makes it seem though that him and Pun were so close though.
Of course, they make it seem, and he probably get caught up in those feelings.
Yo, that's enough of that, right? Now we all know, right? That I never thought about this. Damn, I didn't think Pun was dissing Little Joey on Capital Punishment when he said, "I'm still not a player, but you're still a hater."
That's exactly what it sounds like.
They could have.
Yo.
And what that was on Capital Punishment?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm still not a player, but you still a hater. See you later, I'm gone.
See you later, I'm gone. Yeah.
That's how it speaks.
That sounds like he was saying, I'm leaving you after this album type shit.
Maybe I'm saying maybe it was a big situation. Maybe Pun was fulfilling all his obligations.
Yeah. Right. But yo, I just wanted to put this out there, man. And I want everybody to check this out. But check this out. Before I get off here, I want y'all to hear something, man. It's my little bro Christian, you know what I'm saying? Hold up, this is new cut right here, y'all. Y'all check it out. Make sure y'all go check it out. Oh, here we go right here.
That's the new one?
Biddy the Butcher. With Biddy the Butcher.
Okay.
My little bro Christian featuring Benny Butcher. It's on Preston, New Jersey.
What goes around, come back around. Goes down. They shook we back around again. What goes around, come back around. Go down.
Chris John, Princeton, New Jersey.
My old head, some of your life stand on business, never fresh if that's the rule. Cause your man that introduce you to the back door make you fool. The motto, never trust the soul, get money, stay on the move. Never speak too much, stay silent, chatty patties turn to fools. Nothing left that I need from hip hop. Except for a check. I got x-ray and scopes you out, head to your neck. Read your thoughts and your brain flow. Your chest, where my aim goes. See right to your heart and pick the plan for what you came from. Go from broke to getting money, not from fake to being real. Some play smart, really be dummies. Move like fools and end up killed. They want your spot till they realize what it takes to play a position. Once you a boss, you start to realize not too many can play a position. Nothing you say gon' make sense till it make dollars. Y'all hear you try and brag, but with the cash, money speaks louder. I got no heroes, no men that I call role models. I'm dolo in this cold life. My lotto I hit is no drama on my mama. What goes around, come back around. Goes down. They shook, we back around again. What goes around, come back around.
Again.
Goes down. They shook, we back around again. What goes around, come back around again. Chris John, Benny the Butcher, BTV. We run these streets, man. We bully the bullies. No run, no retreat. Let's get them born. Yeah.
Yeah, that goes.
Yeah. So what y'all think of that?
Yeah, that thing right.
That's hard.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my little bro Chris John. Yo, we about to get out of here. About to end it.
Yeah, I already know.
Great City Tut, the Mac Mizzle Show.
Salute.
We out.
Yeah.